Hi and welcome back to another video of jPlay. I am Marcus and as promised today I will start my playthrough of Merchant of Venus. Yes, you voted for it. It was a close call, but now I'm really looking forward to this one. And yes, I will be using the standard rules of the games and not the classic rules, and I will also be using the official solo rules. So yes, I will be using the so-called, what are they called? I think challenge cards or so. I know a lot of you don't like them, and there is a nice variant on the Geek that says, oh, simply use the mission cards instead of the challenge cards. But yeah, I will try it with the standard rules, and it may well be that I will go down in round 5 or so, maybe even sooner than that. Maybe not. In this case, I may really redo this whole thing with this variant. But yeah, let's see how things go.
Okay, and finally here we are. This is the setup for the solo play of Merchant of Venus. And as there is no blue ship available, I decided to go for this beige one here. We started the galactic base here, and I decided to keep things simple. So we will be a human. I think the starting stats are all the same. So here, this is our level. This is our piloting skill. Right now it's providing us 0 fame points. We can upgrade our pilot. We get a discount at our homeworld. And I'm not really sure if you will really see an update of our pilot. And I think this is really something of a downside of this solo play, because you have to rush through those challenge cards so fast that you don't have time to really explore the galaxy as you would normally do in a standard multiplayer game, for example. But nevertheless, I will play it like I promised to do. We will start with 20 starting credits, and I decided to go with 2 of those benefits. One benefit is the heartburn and the other benefit is the data probe, and they both come with 30 credits each. This can be kind of a problem because you need money in order to pay for your challenge cards, and one challenge card will be active as of round 1, and I think now it's a good time to have a look at those. So let's quickly reveal them. And the first one is already a pretty challenging one. We have to move through 4 navigation spaces in 1 turn. And I believe the only way to do that is to roll exceptionally well and then be able to assign a navigation die to the 3, because then you would be able to move through 1, 2, 3 and 4 navigational spaces. The problem is rolling that high is already a challenge, and you have to roll the right navigation die, and you have to be very lucky, because this encounter space can really stop our movement where we stand, and this would keep us really one step short, which would be such a bummer. But because I knew there is this card in play, that was one of the reasons why I decided to go with a data probe, because I can use it to have a look at the topmost encounter card and then put it on the bottom of the deck if I don't like that. And on top of this, I can also have a look at 2 of those first contact cards and exchange them the way I would like them to be. Okay, that was the first encounter or challenge card. The next one will activate at turn or at the beginning of round 7. This will cost us 30 points in total, and that's the Leadfoot. Spend 24 or more movement points during 1 turn, and as long as this is in effect, we have to reduce our movement value by 3. So this is really one of those cards which you would like to fulfill before it gets active. And yes, you are allowed to do that, and it costs us 30 credits each turn, which is definitely quite a lot. And again, this was one of the reasons why I decided to go for the heartburn. Again, I did some training exercise, I had a look at those challenge cards, so I knew that one of those cards would be in play. And whatever, being able to really jump ahead 10 extra spaces can be huge in this game, especially with a very, very tough timer. The next challenge will come to us at round 13. The wholesaler to sell 4 identical goods in the same transaction phase. Also very tough one, because it forces us to upgrade our ship accordingly. So we have to go for extra cargo holds. So there's no choice whatsoever. We have to do that in order to fulfill this challenge. And again, this is one of the things that kind of speaks against the spirit of this game, where you really can or should normally decide freely on what you want to do and what not. Then we have the fair weather. We have to have 3 passengers in your cargo holds. Also challenging, to something which you have to kind of time with the previous challenge card, because you cannot have 4 items in your cargo hold and 3 passengers. Definitely not gonna happen. The effect is something which we have a look at closer on later on, because this will really turn until round 19. And there's a good chance we may have lost the game before that card. And last but not least, we have the private deal. Sell 2 luxury gold goods at high market conditions during the same transaction phase. This is in theory something which we could fulfill relatively soon in the game. If we stumble upon a civilization and they happen to sell gold or luxury goods and we have the right amount of money, then we would be able to maybe make it and fulfill this goal relatively early in the game. But of course, for now we really have to focus on those 2 cards up there, because yeah, they will affect us pretty much soon. And the Pathfinder is active as of round 1, so we have to pay 10 credits each round until we have fulfilled this first mission. And on top of this, this Pathfinder card makes the movement along green lines, so pretty much landing on planet surfaces, 1 more movement points, or more expensive in respect to movement. One thing that we still need to do is to draw our first passenger token. So let's draw one and see where it goes. That's a spy who would start the game with Civilization 7, and he wants to move to the galactic base. Right now Civilization 7 is not yet discovered, so we have to set him next to Shanna here, and as soon as those guys have been found, the passenger will also be spawned onto the board. And I think that's pretty much it in respect to the preparation. No, there is one more thing to do. That's to draw our mission card. Let's transmission LCR4. Destination Interstellar Biosphere. Have a laser value of 4 or greater while at surface city or spaceport in this city. The system is actually not too far from us. The problem is getting the laser value up there. Basically what you do, you draw your mission first and then you set your dial. So in this case, I could still decide if I want to go for 2 laser and 1 shield. And I think, thinking about those missions, I will do that, because yeah, fulfilling those could give you money. So you could, in a lot of cases, you can sell those reward cards, or they give you other cool rewards as well. So I think, yeah, I will change my mind. So this is now our laser value of 2 and our shield value of 1. And I think now we should be pretty much good to go. So let's place our destination token next to Interstellar Biosphere. And yeah, let's get started. And as Pathfinder is currently active, we have to spend our first 10 credits, and then we can move to the set speed step. Normally you would also be required to set your heading, but right now we are at a space station, so we can do that after, or we can start moving after we have set our speed. But let's say if I would be here, for example, then before I roll, I would have to declare my heading accordingly. And yeah, then it's time to actually start rolling some dice. And of course, the idea is to try to fulfill one of those mission cards or those challenge cards here, because if I really roll well now, we may be able to move through those navigation points. And yeah, let's simply roll them die. And maybe we can even do both, actually. So let's see. Maybe there is a good chance. And no, that's not good enough. This already sucks like crazy, to be honest. We don't have the navigation die over 3 we need in order to make it up there. And it's definitely not, I think it's far enough. That's okay. The problem is, where do we get with 8 movement points? We could assign this die to a speed die, and then we could get a 4th die, which we would add to our movement. But again, then we cannot use this die for navigational purposes. And I think in this case, yeah, we cannot fulfill the mission. No, that's not gonna happen. I think we will move here to the Interstellar Biosphere. We have a movement value of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7, 8. Unfortunately, because of the Pathfinder, this costs us 1 additional movement point. But the good thing is we can assign this speed die to our throttle box. Then we get a 4th die, which we can simply add to our move. In this case, it doesn't matter. 1 is enough. And now we roll the 6. Huh, you must be kidding me. Again, I could now consider moving somewhere else. So we have now 12, 13, plus the 1 on our throttle die box, so that's 14 movement points in total. So maybe we want to move somewhere else, but I think not. Let's move to the interstellar biosphere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Normally that's 2 movement points plus 1. So we landed on interstellar biosphere, so we would be allowed to flip over the first contact card here, and guess what? That's the humans. That's us. Awesome. That's not too bad, actually. So yeah, let's set up the board accordingly, or the planet accordingly, which means we grab the market cards and we will put them face out. So right now we have a low market, which is kind of okay. And the thing that humans are well known for in the universe are rock videos, apparently. And they are selling us shuttles. Shuttles can be quite nice if you have, let's say, some passengers with you, as this will allow you to send out shuttles. So you don't need to spend your movement, so you can assign a movement die to the shuttle box, and this will be an upgrade to your ship. And then you can send out your shuttle that many movement points to gather or deliver passengers. Can be pretty nice, to be honest. It costs 60 credits. And I have to think about it. But first thing that we are allowed to do is to grab this first contact card, and we get 90 IOU credits, which we can use in order to negotiate or trade with this civilization, with the humans. And the good thing about the humans now is they are selling us laser upgrades, which we need in order to fulfill our mission. So this would be perfect now to go for it. And on top of this, we also get a discount when trading with our own civilization. So in order to get those, we only need to spend 60 credits, and we can take the IOU for it, and then we still have some left overs. So I think overall that's not too bad, actually. So I think I will do that. So I will spend 60 credits. I get 3 immediate buy actions by discovering this civilization. And now this allows me to upgrade my laser 1-2 steps. So this gives me 2 fame points at the end of the game. But again, in the solo experience, that's not really that important. But what's more important, I already completed my mission. We are at Interstellar Biosphere. We have a laser value of 4 or greater. While at the surface city or spaceport in the systems, we are. So we have completed this mission here. Horrible star-spawned beasts have been seen near the biosphere. The Galactic Guard is paying top dollar for Greg shots to fend off the pests, which we just did apparently. So we get our first reward card. That's pretty cool during turn 1, to be honest. So let's grab a card accordingly. And wow, awesome. That's the perfect card for us, for the hassle. When you receive this card, immediately you receive 200 credits from the bank, then discard this card. I'd feel a lot better about this whole horrible experience if I was holding a heaping fistful of money. Awesome. Yeah, this is what we really needed in this case. So let's add 200 credits to our purse. And we still have the 30 credits from the IOU, but again, I can only use those IOU credits in order to trade with that particular civilization. And in this case, I could really think of going for some of those luxury items. They cost us 120 or actually 110 because it's our culture. The problem is I only have 1 more buy action left. By the way, this money is gone. So I could now go for this one and really try to complete the private ideal challenge card here, relatively easy. But of course, we still have to think about finding the right civilization. So in this case, that's either 7, 8, 9 or 10. But because of our data probe, this could be at least a little bit easier, as we can exchange some of the cultures on the board, or the civilizations on the board. That's now tough, and I think I'd rather not. I think I will simply go for one luxury item, because you need money. That's the name of the game here, and I think I will spend the 110 credits in order to go for one of those rock videos here. On the other hand, it's tempting, but if I buy two, then I'm out of money so soon, and if I don't find the civilization the right amount of time, I'm out of money. And if you're not able to pay for those fines on the bottom of those cards, yeah, you automatically lose the game. But I think first of all, we should be allowed to draw a new mission card. Here I'm not 100% sure if I have to complete my purchase step. It doesn't say so in the rules, so I will go for another mission card before I make up my mind. But unfortunately, this doesn't really help me. Transmission upgrade, destination none, which is a good thing. But we have to activate 2 ship upgrade techs in the same turn. The problem is I have to buy those ship upgrades. Unfortunately, my 2 starting techs are utility techs, so they have the wrong symbol, so they do not count toward this mission. Yeah, that's kind of a downer, but maybe I will be able to achieve this. I think I'm able to buy an additional mission at the galactic base sooner or later, so maybe something to think about it. But yeah, I think let's pursue our plan. Let's spend 110 credit in order to go for those awesome rock videos here. This seems to be something like from the 80s, Bon Jovi or so, I don't know. So let's put this into our cargo hold, and all those have a cargo limit of 2, so they are filling up a complete cargo hold, unfortunately. And I just noticed I could still have chosen 30 bucks from the humans. I think this is what I will do. So I will move those now to my purse, and this is, so I spent 80 from my own purse and 30 from my RU card. In this case, this is now empty. We can whatever put it face down or put it next to our playboard. We don't need it anymore. Unfortunately, we don't see a market shift because we haven't sold anything in the system here. We can remove our mission token. And then that's pretty much the end of the round. So let's move into round 2. We still have to pay 10 credits in order not to lose the game. And again, I'm not in space, so I don't need to set my heading right now. Let's roll those dice. Oh, this would have been the perfect roll for the first round. It has a 3, it has enough of those movement points. That hurts, but those are exactly 40 movement points, and I think this is the perfect time to try to complete the lead foot here. I think I have to do that. So I will spend my heartburn, so this goes back to the originating culture, which is 3, so basically the Graw, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, this gives us 10 more movement points, exactly what we need in order to complete Leadfoot. And I think I found a way which allows me to bypass any obstacles whatsoever. That's 3 movement points, which is kind of a good thing in this case. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. How awesome is that? So we were able to complete our first challenge card here, the Leadfoot. We never suffer this effect, which is a good thing, so we are not supposed to reduce our movement value by 3. Pathfinder is still active, but I do not care too much about this one at this point in time. It costs us dearly, so our heartburn is gone and we are drifting in space, but overall I'm not complaining. But that's already the end of the round, so I think we can do one more. We move down. Again, we have to spend 10 credits not to lose the game. We will spawn another passenger. And here we found the diva. Oh man, she originates from our homeworld, the humans, and she wants to travel to the galactic base. And wow, she would give us 240 credits. This is insane. But yeah, for now, we have to place her next to the civilization. And then, yeah, we have to declare our heading. We could go to the giant planet here, but to be honest, I still want to get rid of the Pathfinder sooner or later. So I'm rather thinking of moving back to the colony world here and whatever, trade with the civilization there, and then maybe move back towards the galactic starbase, and then from there we could try to do our castle run again. So move through 4 different, is it really 4 different? No, at least 4 navigation spaces in one turn. So it doesn't need to be the different one, but in this case I think it has to be 4 different ones. So yeah, I think let's go for it. So let's move back. Let's roll for our movement. Oh, that's a measly 7. And again, I think I have to assign this die to our throttle. So this gives me a 4th die. So let's see what we get. Oh, you must be kidding me. So in total we have 8 movement points, and I think this is not enough. This is crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We need 3 more movement points. So I think in this case we could really decide to go after this run. We have money. I think that's okay. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I think we will try to do our first Pathfinder challenge as of round 4 pretty much, because we only need 5 more movement points in order to get your 6 more, it's 5 more movement points along this line here. It's a challenge, but I think it may be worth it, because again we would lose another turn anyway, then we would move to the colony world, then we have to move back. So I think overall let's really try to get rid of that Pathfinder mission. And again, this can really break our neck. Let's move into the next round. Let's spend our 10 credits. We will stay where we are, or we will also keep our heading for now. If I'm not rolling well, I can still move to the colony world later on and maybe do some trading there. So I think overall, yeah, this was the better decision. Pretty sure about that. So let's see. Okay, that's 10 in total. This is not enough. And yes, we are 1 space short. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, it's too short. Okay, I think in this case, let's simply move 1, 2, 3 plus 3 spaces onto colony world. Let's see who we meet here. And we found the Kolos. So yeah, let's set up the race accordingly. Of course, we grab this card, and again we get 90 credits for IOU. Those guys are selling designer jeans. They cost us 60. Those are silver resources, if I'm not mistaken. Problem is I cannot sell my rock videos to them, because this would end at civilization 10 and this is 12. But the good thing is we could also gain 1 cargo hold for 40 credits. So in total we get 3 purchases now, and I think I will go for 1 design jeans and 1 of those cargo holds here. In total that's 100 credits. We get 90 from the IOU card, so we have to spend 10 out of our own pockets. But I think overall that's definitely a good idea. Let's do it like this. So we will put the designer jeans in here, and we have just updated our cargo hold, which is never a bad thing. So in theory I could go for 1 more, and I have another purchase here. The thing is, there is always a risk of not finding the right civilization, to be honest. But on the other hand, we could sell it for up to 140 credits, 1 of those, if we find a high market somewhere else. but it's definitely a risk. I already have 2 resources which I have to find civilizations for. No, I think not. I think not. Maybe I keep this cargo hold for a passenger or later on. And I think, yeah, let's end our round for now. And so far things are moving pretty swiftly, so let's do one more round. Again, we have to spend 10 credits, so we get 40 back. Oops. Yep, that's the case. And we are down to 140 credits, but overall we are not doing too bad. We will see another passenger, so let's see who we get. And in this case we found a salesman who wants to start at Civilization 9, which are the Zoom or some, and yeah, they want to go to Civilization 2, and those are also not yet on the board. In theory, I could also build a spaceport here on the colony world. The problem is, and this is really also something that you don't see in the solo game, spaceports don't do you much good. Of course, you can save some movement steps down to the surface, but normally really use them in order to get money from other players when they want to trade with this particular spaceport. So I think in this case I'm not going to do that, and of course you would have done that during the last round. So yeah, let's simply roll for our movement. Again, we don't have to declare our heading, and those are 13 movement points. That's not too bad, but also not good enough, I suppose. And again, I'm thinking of moving back to the galactic starbase, to be honest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So definitely not a problem moving there. And I think, yeah, let's do that. Let's make some room. Let's move our dude back to the galactic starbase. And now I could really think of upgrade our pilot for 60 credits. Because in the end, this would allow us to assign more dice to our dashboard. So we could go for maneuver dice and throttle dice, and overall that's not that bad, to be honest. And on top of this, I could go for another mission if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this would cost us an additional 60 credits, and I think I cannot do both. No, I think I will spend 60 credits in order to upgrade my pilot now to a level 2 pilot. So overall I can now assign pretty much 2 maneuver dice. My pilot skill goes up significantly, so if I have to face a pilot challenge, this will also help me significantly. And of course we have some flavor text here too. You're going to hear a lot of alarms in a second, but we are making really good time. Upgrade pilot level during your move step, pay 60 at the surface, city or spaceport in the system containing the human culture. So we have to move back, and then we have to spend 60 credits. The good thing is, as of level 2, our discount with the humans is 20 now. So moving back there and get those luxury items can be beneficial at some point in time. So really, we could think of moving back, but I think we really have to get rid of some of those, or one of those challenge cards first, or at least try to sell off some of our goods in our cargo hold, because the next challenge card will ask us to pay 50 credits each round, and this is cumulative to all the previous cards we haven't completed yet. So this would be 60 if the Pathfinder would still be active at that point in time. But okay, that's the end of the round, and I think I will call it for today. As of the next episode, again, I will try to do my castle run here, and really fingers crossed. And yeah, I really hope you are enjoying my little playthrough of Merchant of Venus here. Overall, don't get me wrong, I like those challenge cards. I'm always up for a challenge rather than just collecting victory points or something like that, or beat my own score or stuff like that. I'm not quite sure, again, if those are a little bit too tough and really keep you away from doing interesting stuff in this game. But overall, it's definitely a challenge. Yeah, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and until then, bye bye.